Good man, day 2 in a row. Thanks for coming. It's insanely hot today. I don't know what's in Fahrenheit, but it's 41 Celsius with the humidity. Oh, I think there's barely any people outside even. Someone over there is barbecuing, which smells awesome, but they are in the shade of the trees. When is fall? Yeah, exactly. Fall is still far away. I think November maybe? I think end of November the trees turn colors for this area. Yeah, no wind blowing. It's just cicadas and sun and really hot. You know, this almost makes you feel like so lazy too. Oh, there's some wind, but just for now. Oh, even the wind is hot. What is this? Somebody's bicycle lock. Oh, look at this. Green and nice clouds. At least the clouds look nice. Yesterday there were very dark ones. Almost like, you know, tornado would come out of them, but nothing came. Oh, some flag fluttering in the wind. Oh, over there they are removing old trees, or the trees that died. That's what it is. Some disease that killed all the oaks around. And they have to remove the trees. It's good that typhoons are not coming so much. The last one was supposed to come and most of it got dissipated over the Kyushu island. But over here it was just tropical storm. Look at this. They also cut grass less. It's just this. There's so much grass. No one wants to walk across it. My grass is dying and tree losing leaves due to drought. Oh, that's what that was in last year here. Just like no water, no rain. I know sometimes that happens in Canada, like where everyone has front lawn, nice and green, but sometimes, you know, it just dies because it's too hot. And the water is so expensive. Oh, here are crows. Which one can talk? Hello. Well, nobody. No one. There's another group of them over there. I went, you know, across to the other side of the park 2 weeks ago, and I found this crow who didn't run away. It was sitting on a fence and was trying to talk. He was making some sounds and I was talking to the thing. It was really hilarious. I wish I could find that crow again. It was almost scary, you know, like what if he just jumps on my head or something? Oh, see these oaks, I think they're marked for removal because they're still alive, but they aren't doing so well. You can see already some mushrooms eating it, slowly dying. I cannot believe all this old grass is here. It stops growing the other grass underneath maybe. It looks ugly, see? You end up with something like this where grass doesn't grow at all, I think. It smells like some Poland or some European country, you know, where they have hay on the farms. That guy over there is collecting something, maybe chestnuts. Some chestnuts have already fallen. And here were the bees. So since spring, you know, the bees came back from last year into the same place, but they got harassed by the hornets, the smaller type of hornets, not the big ones. And I think they've run away. They just say we quit and they're gone. What is that? It looks very green. Oh, it's a plant. Gregory. No, old phone, Gregory. It's a disaster. I sent my phone 2 times to Hiroshima factory for Sharp, and it came and they couldn't do anything. They actually admitted it's probably the way the phone is made. And my phone is back, and I'm actually scoping from old iPhone. This is the first time where the Japanese customer service has failed me. Oh. Terrible. So I'm tethering my Wi-Fi to iPhone from that phone, unfortunately. But it works, so yeah. You know, apparently they said like every phone that we made, it has this problem. But you know, who's gonna make a video that's 10 minutes or 12 minutes long, right? No one's doing such things. So people don't notice. I'm pretty good at these things, you know. I can point like some defects in other things, but to a normal person, you know, they will never find it out. Yeah, such is life. Next time I have to buy something else, maybe Sony. So I have this old phone. This must be like pre-Periscope phone, I think, or around the time when Periscope came out. Lots of people stream. That's what I thought. What a failure on the part of Sharp. They make really good microwaves, but I really don't want to buy a microwave. My microwave died too, and now I have this. I replaced it with a 24-year-old Panasonic, and it's still called National. So the microwave works pretty well, but I think Sharp is the company that actually started producing these small type of home microwaves. The other microwave was it was some imported brand. Not General Electric. Maybe it was General Electric. Maybe. Gosh, I forgot its name. But you know, now I have to pay money to throw it in the garbage. So like the fee for disposing a microwave in Tokyo is about $12. But if I dispose it in Yokohama, I pay only $5. Oh, gentleman ghost, is that you? Hello, hello. Greetings to hot day. Do you guys know, like, every day is 35? So like every day is almost like 40 or 41 Celsius of heat. And it's like next 10 days are gonna be just like this. Scorching hot. And you know, the Sharp is supposed to start doing something with, I think, making electric vehicles. They will say, I can just imagine, yeah, you can drive it for just 12 kilometers. Yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, if it overheats if you go further. Are Sharp and Panasonic perfect companies, parent companies, or are they subsidiaries of bigger? You know, they are the main companies. Yeah. Whatever is left, you know, of the big ones. There used to be Sanyo, but that went bankrupt. Usually, you know, Sharp tries to make high end, but the real competitor is Panasonic, and you know, all the people who have money, they will go with Panasonic always. It's like, you know, Toyota and Honda. Toyota always wins because they are slightly better, but you pay a little bit more, right? But you know, maybe it depends what you buy. Maybe they're not good with phones, or who knows what their engineers were doing, designing this phone and cooling. The Sharp microwaves are really cool. Like all computerized with ovens. You know, you can have normal oven in it as well. It's like a multifunction oven. There's microwave in it, oven in it, steam oven in it, a toaster in it. Be careful the microwave doesn't leak microwaves out the sides. Danger. You think that's possible? No, I mean, they're usually pretty well shielded. I took apart the microwave that was broken, and you know what got broken? A micro switch that senses where the door is locked. So I took apart the micro switch, and the metal part in it has just broken, so it didn't spring anymore up and down. But fortunately the microwave didn't work when that was broken. Which I guess it's a good design. But it lasted me it's good 4 or 5 years, and now I'm back to this 24-year-old Panasonic, which is called National still, and I tell you, this microwave is 100 times better than the other one I had. It's got like more sensing powers. They have 300 rice cookers, $300 rice cookers. Oh, $300 rice cookers, yeah, that's crazy. But wait, which is it? I think it's the Zojirushi, or maybe one of those other maybe Panasonic. They have a rice cooker, high-grade rice cooker, large volume, and the inner pot is made of cast iron. And that's supposed to, what people say, give you the better taste for the rice when you cook it. And that thing costs over $1,000. If you really are into rice, you probably need to buy that. I cannot tell the difference though, you know, like I never eaten rice much. In Europe we just eat potatoes. Do you use rice cooker? I do use rice cooker, yes. It's very convenient, especially when you want to set it at certain time, and it keeps your rice warm and still fluffy, yummy. Or like on a schedule when you come back home. I mean, it only takes 52 or 54 minutes to fully cook the rice here. Like 2 cups of rice, that gives you like 4 servings. Yeah. But it's like, and then it goes down. It's like coffee, like some people just go for the unroasted coffee, then they roast it themselves, then they brew it themselves, and they have all the procedures for it, and they like the taste. Same thing goes with the rice. The different places where the rice is grown apparently tastes different, but for me it's the same. and then it all also depends on your rice cooker. I'm sure there's only difference between the high grade and normal grade, because they're all the same, to tell the truth. The normal grade is just non-scratch pot, and a whole bunch of different programs there. You can have, for example, in Japan you have normal rice, Japonica rice, that grows here. Then you have that kind of version of the rice which is already pre-washed, so you don't need to wash it to remove extra gluten that's powdered in there. And then what else is there? Then there's, I think, some few other rice kinds that you can do on that, but I've never tried. And you can also bake bread in that rice cooker, but it's not really like an oven or anything, so you won't get the crusty feeling. What did I do? I baked a cake in the rice cooker today. There is some program for cake as well, but nothing beats oven. So but having just the rice cooker for the rice is way worth it. Mine costed, I think, like $120. I bought it ages ago, and it's one of those induction heated machines. A long time ago, they were just normal thermostat heating element machines. But then the technology got more efficient, and the heat induction became the standard. I bet it wastes less electricity and it's more precise to cook that rice. I have German, Irish, Polish heritage. I have potatoes in my blood. Yeah, like the rice doesn't grow in Poland, so but potatoes grow. So yeah, all these people, they eat potatoes, and that's the main source of carbohydrates. And then you have grain, and you eat bread. But in Japan, you don't have bread. Well, you didn't have bread a long time ago, and not really potatoes, so rice was the main staple. I read there is a rice shortage. You know why? So there was this huge earthquake that happened, and that destabilized something. So the government, the office meteorological, what's it called? It's a part of meteorological office, but they also deal with earthquakes. They issued a special alert that there's just a higher probability of a really strong earthquake. And most people took it as, yeah, there's gonna be earthquake again next 10 days. So let's buy all the rice we can, let's clear all the water. And they bought everything. But this is just probability, it's just higher. And nobody knows how much higher, but it's at least higher than before. And Japan is pretty short on rice anyway. This shortage usually is counteracted with some other food, like potatoes and other things. So if everyone is going to buy everything, you have some kind of a shortage. So you have to wait or eat potatoes. But in general, there's always stuff like happening like this. Like, let's say it's gonna be a drought, and let's say you eat like lettuce every day, and then a few weeks later or month later, they will just say, yeah, the lettuce price will go 3 times as high because there's lettuce shortage since there was a drought. And then there's no lettuce at all, It happens with various vegetables. Panic buying sometimes some drought. Sometimes people don't understand many things. Mostly they don't understand. That's why. Oh, Dean, welcome. Hot day here. But thank goodness for these clouds out there to block the sun a little bit. True, during COVID I could barely find the toilet paper. Gosh, yeah, COVID also made, like, people bought all the masks out. There were no masks left in whole Japan. And this is the country where they use masks all year round, even 20 years before COVID. It's like normal. So, and what was this 2011 earthquake? That cleared everything except flour in the store. There was nothing left to eat. Completely zero. Like, for weeks. And then the power was being alternated, like morning, evening, because the nuclear power plants had to be shut down. That freaked people out, so they bought everything, spaghetti, noodles, potatoes. I'm sure people still have some stuff from those times stashed somewhere, expired. And people just have a lot of money, right? Food is supposed to be cheap and affordable, so it's so easy to abuse it and buy everything out. So if some stores put, for example, limits on per person, right, when you buy things. Let's say there's an advertisement and there's a program on TV that says the fermented soya beans actually are proven to make you live longer, and there are some certain health effects. And guess what? 2 days later, all soya beans are bought out. There's nothing in any store, just because of some silly program on TV. And maybe that's been not even verified by science. So you can understand that that there will be no soya beans. And if they ever get these soya beans, they will say, yeah, you can only buy 1 pack per person. Because people will keep on eating it and buying it. And this is the food that some people don't like. What a weird thing. A weird thing to make people who don't like fermented soya beans eat soya beans. So I guess all these companies, they make super profit. I mean, they hit the limit. I mean, they cannot produce enough of the product. And it's really noticeable in big cities like the metropolitan Tokyo or Yokohama. That's a lot of people. That's like around the greater parts of the metropolitan, that's maybe 40 something million people. It's really easy to just buy out everything. Every convenience store, every supermarket. I can tell you that after this earthquake happened recently, and people freaked out that, you know, oh, this is like increased probability of a huge earthquake. You know, Costco opened, and all the people came early to Costco, and you know what they did? Costco already put all the water and toilet paper in the in front, like when you enter. So people were blindly picking it up and buying it. Almost everything is about soybean in Japan. Yeah, soybean is pretty well imported product here. I heard they import it from Canada a lot. The power of the masses. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good product, you know. Soya beans, you can make tofu. Tofu is good fiber, super low calories, non-allergic really. You can, if you cannot drink milk, you can get that soya milk liquid from the tofu. That's also really delicious. Fermented soya beans, you can have those very cheap and go really good with rice. Yeah, what else can be done with soya? Various kinds of different tofus. Sometimes you have like a freeze-dried tofu. This is really cool thing. You could probably buy it here and take it home, because it's all factory packed. You just put it in warm water and absorbs the water. It has different texture than normal tofu, but it's nice and chewy. Estrogen? Not really. I mean, there is some of it estrogen in it, but you know, it's not enough to turn you into a woman. I mean, if you ate all the tofu all your life, whole day, every day, there is no way you could be affected by it. Yeah, it's amazing how much our bodies can make of that. Oh, flight from the islands approaching. And here seems like the park maintenance is finished with the lunch. Maybe they're gonna be cutting grass here. They have this skate track. Stinky tofu. No, I don't think so. Is it Japanese? I have never tried it. I never seen it. Maybe it's not Japanese. Maybe it's Korean or Chinese. Is it specially fermented tofu, probably? Heck, you could throw some of those fermented soya beans on tofu and call it stinky tofu. Tofu is also really good with kimchi, the Korean fermented cabbage with spices. It's excellent. Or with ground beef and some sauce. You know, mabo tofu, also excellent. Tempeh, yeah. You know, I saw tempeh in the store, and that is also not Japanese, but they had it there, and I really bought it to try it. It was so tasty. It's all compressed. I think the soya beans are fermented not by bacteria in this case, like the normal soya beans, that, you know, the sticky type, natto, but that's fermented with a fungus. And I wonder if it's similar fungus to what the rice is fermented to make sake. And some aspergillus. MJ Klein, talk about it. Stinky tofu. Yeah, same like kombucha. Also, you think it sounds Japanese. There are actually words for it in Japanese, but it's not a Japanese thing at all. I was also wondering, what? It's just kombu is the kelp and cha is tea, but heck, I've never seen this in Japan. And you can actually try fermenting your own tempeh. There are some groups on the internet. Reddit maybe has some help with that. I tried lacto fermenting peppers. Very tasty. You throw some dill and garlic in it. It turns really well. But I find out that you really need to have it sealed or with an airlock. Otherwise, there's more chances of different things starting to grow and molds. Ooh, another flight coming somewhere. Charter airplane maybe. Speaking of charter airplanes, I saw that one of the monorails in Tokyo can be booked for like party or something. Like the whole wagon, if you pay for it, you can use it for like gatherings and parties or something. But on the monorail, not normal train. Tree has been cut. One of those infected ones, maybe. This one says, beware of branches falling on your head. Nice advertisement. You make your own. You know, I heard you can make your own kombucha, but I think you have to get the right microorganisms for it. And I think I was even thinking to do it, but I don't remember. Something was very difficult. Do you ever go fast food places? Talk Yoshinoya? Yeah, Yoshinoya is pretty good. I sometimes go, very rarely. But Yoshinoya is like the gyudon, beef on top of hot rice. And the beef comes with like a little soup and a little bit of onion in it. Really good stuff. And really cheap. Like all these fast food places, they try to be more healthy. You get the rice, you get miso soup. I mean, you get the gyudon and miso soup and some salads to it. And I think it's not that expensive. But last time I went, it was so long ago. I think it was maybe $7 or less. But you can also buy, frozen gyudon. And you can do it at home. All you have to do is just fire up your rice cooker and get some nice hot chewy rice, and then you throw the frozen thing into microwave for 2.5 minutes. It all heats up, put it on your rice, and it's so good. It's amazing. When I was there, they had yakitori on rice. Yeah, they have lots of things. And now I heard ostrich meat or something. I haven't been there for so long. And there's just so many other restaurants. It's overwhelming. I mean, I usually cook at home, but sometimes, I go like at night to some Yoshinoya. They're pretty good now. They even have English menus. Or Koko Ichibanya. This is a store where they sell curry on rice, and you can do lots of arrangements. You can like choose your hotness level, or you can choose how. I think the hotness for sure can be chosen, but something else could be chosen too. Like when you go to the ramen shop, you can choose how hard do you want your noodles, how much fat in your soup do you want, and how salty or strong your soup do you want. And then on top of that you can add extra things like cabbage, lettuce, egg, and those things. Kangaroo meat. No, I don't think I never heard of kangaroo meat, but who knows, maybe someday. Maybe. But ostrich, last time I had ostrich, so there's something ostrich. And I don't know, maybe they have an ostrich farm somewhere here, and I don't know. But I can tell like all these foods now with the exchange of yen is so cheap that when you come here you can enjoy everything cheap. Like it's the other way, like we cannot buy anything from US because it's super expensive for us. But the other way, like the tourists, I think it's like heaven time for tourists now to come here. And there's like a record number of tourists too. Everyone is enjoying some food and eating and trying some more expensive stuff. So much to enjoy. Is ostrich tasty? I have never tried. I only go for the beef. Beef is kind of like luxury meat in Japan. Pork is much less. Chicken is like normal, standard, average. And sushi is pretty cheap too, but that depends where you go. But I think if you look on the menu, they have all these fast food places. They have menus posted on the Japanese websites. They go down to even like allergens and where the meat is coming from. Like is it from Australia or Canada and things like that. So they're pretty thorough about this. Anyway guys, I gotta get going before I completely melt. Gotta refuel with water. Tomorrow will be hot as well, so thanks for coming today. So hopefully the weather will be nice. Oh, some wind is coming now. Oh, nice. Anyway, thanks for coming, and see you tomorrow. Keep cool. Don't get a heat stroke. Drink water. What's the crow right there? Bailed. Alright, bye for now everyone.